Hey everyone, this is Sherry and this is Soul Conscious, and this is going to be an all signs reading about how they feel about you right now. And if you haven't looked at anything in my channel, I'm all about the feeling, the mood. I do soul weather, weekly and weekend forecasts, which pull mood cards, emote cards, and I'm all about, like, that's how I read the energy. It's usually by emotion, feeling, mood. That's how a lot of stuff comes through for me. It's just like an intuition, instinctive thing, whatever I'm drawn to. So that's how I do a lot of my messages, which is why for my all signs that I like to do, I do how are you feeling? And I like to really touch into how each sign is feeling right now, based on the energies around them, and any messages that want to come through that might help them with what they're going through right now, and see what comes up for us for each sign. So I want you to know these are general messages, and they're for whoever finds them. If they resonate with you, great. If they don't, just understand not everything is going to resonate for everyone in the world. And I do every reader does things differently. How they get their information, their messages, how they read the energy is all different. It's all based on each person's individual skills and their experience and wisdom and how they read the messages and the cards that come through. So I want you to understand that. Understand that not everything I pull or say may fit you perfectly right now, and that's okay, because these messages are timeless. So they're for whoever finds them. When you find them, there may be something in here for you. So just keep that in mind, that there's a reason you're drawn to the video, and the reason you're meant to watch it. There's probably something you're going to get out of it. So, please watch it, and I appreciate everyone that does take the time to watch it. And please, I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to my channel, because that helps my channel grow, especially if you like what I'm doing, so that others have that chance to be able to enjoy this content as well, and maybe it'll help them out in something that they're trying to do, or get through something they're struggling with right now. So what we're going to go is go ahead and do Aries. And for Aries, I have the Knight of Pentacles, and then as I clarify, I have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords and Two of Pentacles. So definitely trying to balance something out. You're up in your head around something, and whether it seems like moving towards something in your life, thinking about moving towards something, but doing a little bit of overthinking about it, which is probably what's causing the slowness. This is a knight, so it's definitely movement, and he's definitely moving, but he's moving very, very slowly. And I think you're moving slowly because you're Aries, you're up in your head about something that you're wanting truth about and wanting to bring balance to a situation. Let me see if I can get anything else that wants to come out around that with my own cards that I have. Is there anything else that wants to come out with this message for Aries? Looks like there might be a little bit of pride and ego that's causing the problem, the disconnect of bringing this together, the balance that's needed in this situation, whatever the situation is for you. Definitely wanting a peaceful resolution, wanting to bring something together in a peaceful way. But it looks like there's some stubbornness and ego that might be getting in the way of the issue. And I don't know if that's what's causing you to be up in your head, Aries. But know when whenever you're up in your head and you feel like you can't get past something, there's always a way through. It's really on how you're looking at the situation, and that's what's keeping you stuck in your head. It's when we change the way we look at the situation that we usually can find problems. And sometimes it's just a matter of distracting ourselves for just a moment, doing something that gets us out of our head, that we're not thinking about the problem, that the answer will present itself. Because your mind can't hold two conflicting beliefs at the same time, or two conflicting thoughts, emotions, whatever. It can't hold two things at once. So if you're feeling stuck, you can't get unstuck. If you feeling angry, you can't be happy. You can't be that at the same moment at the same time. So you have to shift your energy, and you do that by, one of the ways is do something different. Do something to get your mind off of things, however you do that for yourself, whether that be, do you go see a movie, go out, watch a game, like I'm sure a lot of people use the Super Bowl this weekend to distract themselves from thinking about things that were on their mind. And that's one way to get your mind off of things. And when you get your mind off of whatever you're overthinking about, that's usually when you'll get the answer, because your mind's calmed down, you're not obsessing about it. And have you ever had those moments where you're oh my gosh, I know what this is, and you're trying to think of somebody's name, or you're trying to think of a song or something like that, and it's just not coming because you're just getting frustrated with yourself because it's not coming through. That, whatever it is you're trying to recall in your mind, it's not wanting to come up. And that's because you're so focused on it that you're basically getting in your own way. Because you're so focused on trying to find the answer. It's that moment when you forget about that and move on to something else, then it usually comes to mind and you're like, oh yeah, that's what it was. Because you stepped away from the problem, you put your mind somewhere else and allowed that answer to come. And that's kind of what I'm getting for you, Aries, is that you're in that kind of situation right now where you're overthinking the problem and it's kind of causing a blockage for you. So you really need to kind of distract yourself and get away from that. So what we're going to go ahead and move on to Taurus. And for Taurus, the overall, I have Justice as the main card, and we'll see what wants to come out with that. How does Taurus feel right now? What do we have to go with that Justice card? A couple more cards. Couple more clarify cards. How does Taurus feel right now? Got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So, it looks like to me this is probably a little bit of holding back a little bit on where we're going to spend, our love, our cups, that love energy. I think that you're wanting to bring justice into a situation that you have some passion around. I think you're playing with the idea of independence. You're holding back a little bit because you want your independence in a situation. Maybe your partner or significant other or the other person, whoever this is, that you're thinking about, that's on your mind right now, that has got you in your feelings, or, how you're feeling right now. Because I'm not seeing this being material, like work. It definitely, since it's mostly cups, it's definitely pertaining to your feelings and how you feel in your heart space. So I think there's something that you're passionate about, but I think for me, I feel like it's passionate about wanting a little bit more independence in the relationship that you have. And how do you achieve that? How do you get that justice, that, to bring the situation where you have a little bit, and I think you're holding back because you're hoping that your person will understand for your happiness, you need to have a little bit more independence. And once you have that independence, or feel like you have that independence in your relationship, then you can be a little more loving. But right now, I see this, right now is this, kind of not being your true self because you're holding back because you want this independence. And you have a lot of love to give, but you don't want to be smothered by that love. You're wanting to have a little bit more independence in this situation, and you're hoping the other person will understand that and get on board with that. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else that wants to, final messages that want to come out. I've got a message that might start. So I definitely have that. There's, I always have these cards, love to flip around. I have the rose, so a romantic gesture that might come by text or email that might slowly open up the door to, to discussing things and seeing where they'll go. But we didn't see any, like, I didn't see like any indications of really a new start, as far as just, maybe a little bit of opening line of communication, but I see you really holding back, Taurus. Like unsure about it. That's what I really felt. So we're going to move on to Gemini, and for Gemini, I have the Page of Cups is the main card. Boy, his card, Gemini, your cards want to fly right out. So that's good. How does Gemini feel right now? How do they feel? How do they feel about whatever this Page of Cups signifies for them? So I definitely have a working together, a victory and strength. So trying to work on something that they're wanting victory around, that's going to take some strength, and it does have to do something with how they feel, something, you know, they want to move towards that brings them happiness. They do have this small cup, but they're not, I get the feeling they're not sure how to express this love or to find victory in the situation, because it's requiring strength. There's some fear and strength on bringing this together. I see a lot of like immaturity in the relationship, that, or I don't know. Let me see. I'm not sure if this is, I get this, that you feel there's a lot of immaturity or growth that needs to happen in the relationship, and you don't know if you have the strength to go through this, to bring about this victory or not. And so I definitely see, you know, like there's this stuckness, this wanting to move toward this, definitely wanting to move toward this. I've got two cards of strength that wanted to come out, because in my cards I also got this, you know, like, so many cards of movement. Look at this. Movement, travel, feet, you know, movement, action cards. And even in a page, a little bit can be moving towards someone. But there's definitely a little bit of, there's some stuckness around bringing balance to this situation, Gemini. And I think it's mostly, I think you just are unsure yet how to move forward. You're wanting to move forward, but I think you're unsure on how to do that right yet. Let me see. I want to see if I can get one more card. I want to clarify what this victory is about for you, Gemini. That card wants to come out. Okay, definitely want to move it towards someone. I got the Knight of Pentacles, but very, very slowly. Very slowly. It looks like you might, whatever this is, there might be some regret around this situation. And maybe something has happened that this is the reason you need this strength to move toward this situation, and you're unsure yet whether you're going to be able to be successful. You have doubts. You have some doubts. There's definitely, with the Page and the Three of Pentacles and the children on that Page of Pentacles, I see a lot of immaturity. There might be, you know, there might be some discussions that need to be had, that need to be on a higher level, like starting out slow, which indicated by that Knight of Pentacles, this need to maybe to move toward victory or to get that victory that you want, it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take strength. It's going to take working together and moving things at a very slow pace, taking things one step at a time, very slowly to build, you know, to work through whatever issues caused that, you know, kind of that regret, that sense of regret that might be lingering around this situation for you, whatever that may be, Gemini. So what we're going to do, I think that's all I have right now that wants to come through for Gemini. I pulled a little extra cards just to help clarify the message a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and move on to Cancer and see how Cancer is feeling right now. What do we have for Cancer and how are they feeling right now? Okay, give me an overall card for how Cancer feels right now. There we go. We have the 5 of Wands. So right off the bat, I'm drawn, you know, funny enough, I know this is typically, you know, represents some kind of conflict, but right off the bat, I was really drawn to this guy lighting this fire, like that energy of like almost clearing the way, clearing the battlefield. We'll see. But that's what I feel like right off the get-go is what I'm feeling. We'll see when we clarify what comes out with that. Okay, what do we have with this 5 of Wands for Cancer? What do we have for this 5 of Wands for Cancer and how they feel right now? Give me a couple more cards. Oh, didn't flipper come out? Okay. So, looks like some of the same cards, Cancer, that Taurus had. I have the Queen of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles keeps wanting to come out, this slow movement, like this very slow movement. It's like everyone has either moving towards someone or someone moving toward them or something, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be something in your life that you're moving toward, or something is moving toward you. But again, you got the Queen of Wands and the 9 of Cups, which was similar to Taurus's energy, or what I pulled for clarifying cards for Taurus. But I'm getting a different feel off of that, because like I said, on the 5 of Wands, I was really drawn to the guy with almost like blowing the fire out of his hands there at the top of the card, like he's trying to escape the situation, get out of the conflict, and I feel this almost as a moving away, like this, you know, like this can be something moving toward you, but I'm feeling this is you, Cancer, wanting to move away from something, wanting to move away from this conflict. Like I said, this person, I was drawn to this person, like turning his back on this conflict and trying to get the heck out of Dodge. I want to get the heck out of Dodge, and wanting this, you know, this feeling of joy, this freedom, this sense of freedom. I really am feeling freedom off of this card right now. And maybe putting yourself out there, getting out of the situation. Even this is Queen of Wands is a card of fire, of passion, you know. Where am I going to take my fire and passion? Use this fire and passion in a new direction. It looks like you probably it's getting away from something that's left you a little heartbroken in the past, that you've been really patient around, and a bit defensive, Cancer. This has definitely gotten you a little, whatever the situation was that you're trying to move away from, it definitely gave you some heartbreak. You have been trying to be more than patient about the situation, but it's left you a little bit defensive. And I feel also that it's been a long road for you, and around this patient, it's been very painful, and I'm really getting the need right now that you may want to relax and rest, take some rest, do something for your well-being, your overall well-being, because I see that this has probably taken a little bit of a toll on you physically. So just keep that in mind, and whatever the situation is, it will pass. Everything does pass. You know, everything is always temporary, and we always have the power. We always have the power to change anything and everything in our lives. And once you believe and you know that you have the power to change your situation and you have the determination to do it, you're going to make it happen. And that's all you ever need to know. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and move on to Leo, because I feel like that was what the messages were for Cancer. And for Leo, I have the Wheel. So we'll see what wants to come out with that Wheel. Leo, how do you feel right now? How do you feel about this Wheel? I have the Justice and 10 of Wands. Oh my gosh, whatever this has been for you, Leo, has been a burden. A burden. And you're wanting justice. I almost feel like you're wanting to force the wheel to turn yourself. You're wanting to bring justice. You're so tired and burdened. You're wanting to bring justice into this situation. You're wanting to give yourself the justice you need because you're tired. You're so tired of this burden. And even this, you know, you've got this person has been carrying these burdens for a very, very long way, you know, for a long time. And it's tiring. It's wearing on you. And you're wanting the wheel to turn. You're wanting to bring justice into the situation. And you've been up in your head too long. You've been carrying this burden, and it's been on your mind too long, and you're ready for it to just be done. I'm just really feeling like you're ready to just be done. Nix the situation, move forward, turn the wheel, create a different chapter, bring justice for yourself. You're bringing, you know, you're wanting to force that judgment, or that was a slip, but yeah, judgment, justice to this situation. And it's good. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit stuck. This is definitely around a person. I got my romantic card, feeling stuck, you know, not wanting to, you know, like you haven't been able to move forward from the situation. You haven't been able to make any changes in the way you feel you want to. And you're using your wisdom, you're using your intuition. I'm really getting a high priestess kind of vibe off of this owl right now. I right off the top of that, I was thinking like Athena's owl, and like this high priestess energy of, you know, like wanting to, like I said, turn the wheel and make the change for yourself. You know, just tired of the situation. You're tired of letting it keep you stuck. You're tired of the burden it's been. You're tired of it keeping you up in your head, overthinking about it. And you're just wanting to bring justice into the situation. You're wanting it to be done and over. So that's what I have for you, Leo. And I know most of the signs have been going through very difficult things lately in general. Not, you know, every sign has had their difficulties recently. I think, and as a whole, for the collective, we all have felt, you know, like there's been challenges for a majority of the people out there. So no, you're not alone, you know, not alone. There's always someone that's willing to help you. You know, if you're feeling stuck, if you need that help, please reach out to somebody and talk to someone. You know, there's always someone out there that's willing to help if you're willing to reach out and let someone help you. Because sometimes it's hard, especially for Leos, it's hard for them to reach out to someone else. And, you know, because Leos do tend to have a lot of pride, and they can be, you know, very stoic and want to handle things on their own. So just know that if you know, it's okay to ask somebody for help. You know, it's okay if you need that help. to make things happen, to make yourself feel better, to move forward. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there for Leo, and we're going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. And for Virgo, the overall card I have is Temperance that wants to come up on how you feel, Virgo. So what do we got with that Temperance? How does Virgo feel about that Temperance? I want to clarify this Temperance card and how Virgo is feeling. I'm really drawn to the spirit that is around him. I think that you're very protected at this time, Virgo. That you're being watched over through this time period. Whatever is challenging to you, that your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whatever you think of, your ancestors, they're watching over you. They're trying to help you through whatever you're trying to go through right now. That's what I'm getting right off the top for that Temperance card. And then we'll see what else wants to come out with it. How does Virgo feel about the situation right now that's on their mind? I've got the Moon card, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So this wanted to come back out again. And then we have the three of Wands and the Moon. So there's definitely some things that are hidden, that are below the surface. Now, what I feel is that there is something that I feel this is something that's on your mind that you have not shared, that you're struggling with, Virgo. There's something you're really struggling that you haven't shared with anyone else, but know that you do have divine protection right now. You have people, your like I said, your ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever for you, whatever you look to, that's spiritual in nature. And I know not everyone is spiritual, but understand that you are divinely protected right now in what you're going through, what you're battling with, what you're trying to, what this burden that you're carrying, that you're keeping to yourself, that you're trying to overcome, but you're not able, you're fighting to find the patience to deal with this situation that you're keeping hidden and keeping to yourself. You're not allowing, and almost like Leo, you're not allowing anyone to help you. You're trying to get through this, and this might be something you have to work through on your own. At least you feel like this is something that you can't share with someone else. With the Moon card, there's something you can't share, and it's been a long battle. You know, it's taken that patience, that temperance, that, you know, and it's been a huge burden on you, Virgo. You've really tried to have a lot of patience, and it's taken a lot of strength. And I get this. My cat decided to join us, Virgo. It's definitely around a romantic situation. This has to deal with your heart. Well, and honestly, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, because when it comes to love, there's other things that we love in our lives. It's not necessarily a person. It's the things that we love. You know, it could be a person, but it also could be things that we love as well. I'm really feeling also, I think, I can't remember what sign now that we got this message for, but also a need for, I think it might have been Cancer, a need that this is also taking a toll on you, and you really need some rest and relaxation. You need to take the time for yourself to really, really rest. Okay, little guy, come on, sweetie. Yeah, lay right there. That's good. Take some time to yourself and get some rest and relaxation, because this is really wearing on you, and it's taking a toll. Keeping this to yourself and trying to get through whatever this is you're trying to be patient about. Okay, little guy, is taking a toll on you. I'm sorry. Okay, sweetie, you need to lay down, hon. You need to lay down. Go ahead, lay down if you're gonna lay down. And I'm trying to video this. You're going to be right in the middle of it. Okay. Going to be right in the middle of it. He thinks he needs some attention. He wants some attention. Okay. Now, I think we're on Libra. So we'll go ahead and go to Libra. And see. Okay, you got to stop. You're putting your tail in the camera, buddy. Okay? Come on. Lay down. Or get down. Sweetie. You need to figure out where you're going. And stay still. Okay, little guy. Lay down. That's it. Come on, settle down. Okay, Libra. I have to move over a little bit since he's decided he wants to be there. This table is very small for him to want to be up here. It takes up most of the table, honestly, because it's a small table. Okay. So, Libra, what I have for you, the overall card is the Queen of Swords. We'll see what we have to go with that. You checking out the camera? Okay, Libra, one more card. How do you feel, Libra? How do you feel? Oh, okay. Okay, so lots of swords energy. So, and I see communication, wanting to have communication with someone, wanting to work together. I have, what I got here is the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, and then the Three of Pentacles to go with that Queen of Swords. And so what I really feel is that there's something. He's got my nose all itchy with his tail. That you're actually, I got this is wanting. I mean, someone is wanting to work with you, but I get you as standing your ground, Libra, standing your ground and moving away. I really felt this is you moving away from the situation and wanting to move away from the situation with that six of swords. Okay, little guy, come on, sweetie. He's knocking all the cards over. You're making this extremely challenging, buddy. Extremely challenging. Okay. And he usually is never in these videos. I don't know what he's drawn to this one. All of a sudden drawn to this video right now to want to be up here on the table and in the middle of everything. Yeah, wanting to be in the middle of everything, aren't you? Yes. So, okay, let's get back to your reading, Libra. So I see this is you standing firm in your ground. I'm sorry, I have cat hair all over my face right now. Standing your ground and wanting, wanting to know the truth. Not wanting to, I see someone wanting to work with you, but you're just not having it. I see, I see you moving away. I see this moving away from this situation. You're done with it, I really am getting that. Let me see if I can get a couple more cards that might bring anything else out that wants to come out about this, Libra. What's a situation that Libra is done with? Yeah, you're holding, oh gosh, that's too many cards. That one wants to stay. Okay. Yeah, you're holding your ground. You are holding your ground. Yeah, look at this. I got stop and the stubbornness, kind of the goat. I see that as that standing your ground, being, nope, I'm done. Stop, stop. Don't come toward me, almost bringing your own sense of justice to the situation, Libra. So I think we're on to Scorpio next. Move on to Scorpio. How is Scorpio feeling right now, universe? How is Scorpio feeling? This will be interesting. With at least my cat finally decided to find a spot to lay down that he's happy laying in. So hopefully he'll lay there for the rest of the reading and not want to be up in front of the camera again, getting his tail swiping through the camera. So Scorpio, for your overall card, I have the King of Pentacles. What wants to come out with this King of Pentacles? I want to clarify this King of Pentacles on how Scorpio feels right now. How does Scorpio feel? Clarify this King of Pentacles. Couple more cards. How does Scorpio clarify this King of Pentacles for Scorpio on how they feel? Okay. Can't find the cards that it wants. Oh, there we go. One more. Need at least one more card. Okay. Give me 2 more cards. Oh, I got a Tower. Okay, so I got 4 cards that came out. Took a minute, but then I have the 8 of Swords being up in your head, the Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and then the Tower and the Page of Wands to go with that King of Pentacles. Well, I'm definitely going to say, just because of the fact, like, a Tower can be good or bad. It's usually about changes. But whatever this is definitely, I mean, you have the 8 of Swords, which means that you've been up in your head about something, which is related to your stability, your, this King of Pentacles. I mean, you're sitting in this energy of how you feel right now as King of Pentacles, but you also have this Page of Pentacles of maybe where you need to put that King of Pentacles, like, energy, like, toward, like, what can you move toward using what you, like, all the stability you've built in your life, like, ready to move in a new direction with that, like, invest. I see it as this, like, investing in something, that you're thinking about investing in something, but you don't want it to be a Tower moment. You're wanting to invest wisely, because I feel this, if you take impulsive actions, that you're afraid if you're impulsive about the Scorpio, it might bring a Tower moment. And so that's got you really thinking about the situation and where you really want to invest. So that's what I'm really picking up is you're trying to make sure that you don't bring about a Tower moment for yourself on whatever it is you're wanting to move toward and invest in. This is definitely, I feel, a new investment that you're wanting to make in your life, Scorpio, around something, and you're wanting that to, make sure you're not too impulsive, that you don't make the wrong decision, so that it brings a, I got the other Tower card. So you're definitely concerned that this is going to, be, there may be some challenges around this. You're definitely wanting to bring more abundance in, which I see that with this being very Pentacle, the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, whatever you're wanting to invest your Pentacles in, you're wanting to make sure it's a sound decision. So it sounds like, you're wanting to take the time to make a wise decision around this, so that you don't bring around a Tower moment, or it becomes a Tower moment for you in a negative way, that it's a change for the positive and not the negative. So that's what I have for Scorpio. Okay. I think Scorpio, what's after Scorpio? I think Sagittarius. Yeah, I think Sagittarius is next. So Sagittarius, how is Sagittarius feeling right now? What's on their mind? How do they feel right now How does Sagittarius feel? How do they feel about what is on their mind right now? And what does that mean for them? Okay, so I have a 5 of Pentacles as the overall energy for you, Sagittarius, which is that kind of abandoned, left out in the cold feeling. Let's see what we have to clarify. Can we clarify this 5 of Pentacles for Sagittarius, please? Can you please clarify this 5 of Pentacles for Sagittarius? I have the Ace of Swords and the Fool and the Queen of Cups. So that's what I have is the Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Queen of Cups to go with that. Feeling that sense of abandonment. So I definitely feel you're ready to bring your cups into a new situation. You're gaining some clarity around what made you feel left out in the cold, and you're wanting to take a leap of faith in a new direction because of this clarity that you found, that you've gained, this wisdom, this clarity that you've gained. It's helping you move out of that feeling of being abandoned and wanting to invest or take that leap of faith toward putting your passion and your love somewhere else as a new start. Like I said, a new start. And so I have also, it looks like, definitely wanting to go out and have a little bit of fun. I definitely, everything I've got is like this playfulness, this funness, wanting to have a little more fun right now in your life. So I think that's how you're feeling, is that you've been sitting in this place of, feeling alone. You've been feeling alone, and you are so ready to get out and like celebrate. You're thinking about celebrating, having some fun, doing something that you love, and doing something different and something that's going to make you really happy. That's what I really feel for you, Sagittarius, is that you're tired of being alone right now. You've been alone for a minute, and you're tired of that feeling alone, and you're wanting to be around people. You're wanting to have some fun, get out and do something new, something different, that might bring you some happiness, that love in your life is what I really got for you, Sagittarius. I think that's the overall message for how you feel right now, Sagittarius. Just this need to start something or do something new that you feel is going to bring some happiness into your life, whatever that is for you. And I do feel that need to do something new, to have some fun, to get out and have some fun in your life, Sagittarius. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, how do you feel right now? How does Capricorn feel right now? Okay. Well, that one flips, so we're going to use that one as a clarify. I've had the 3 of Pentacles come out quite a bit for a lot of the signs. 3 of Pentacles came out as a clarifier to this King of Swords energy. So that's how you're feeling right now, as the King of Swords. And funny enough, I actually was drawn to this crow right up at the top of that. So we're going to see, which, this can speak of working together with people. And that crow, usually birds, especially being drawn to that big bird, as maybe wanting to communicate with someone about coming together, working together, collaborating on something. Maybe Capricorn is that you're trying to work with someone, you're wanting to communicate with them, that you're wanting to work with someone, but you're feeling left out right now. Someone's got you feeling, and I feel this is a person more than anything, that you're feeling a little left out, that maybe you're not talking to someone right now, there's been some distance and you're not talking to someone. And you have choices, opportunities, but you have turned your back on this, Capricorn. You are turning your back on, see, your back is turned because you're sitting in this place of feeling alone. And although you have these opportunities, you're not seeing them because you're sitting in this place right now of feeling left out and alone. And you're more focused on this communication with somebody and wanting to work with a specific person, that you're not even paying attention to your options that you have, your choices that you have. Because you're determined, and I see that with that King of Swords, this almost determination to work with a singular person, to bring back something back together. But you're feeling really left out, like alone right now. Maybe that person isn't communicating back with you, or maybe you feel like you can't communicate with that person right now for some reason. And you're just ignoring anything and everything else around you that might, opportunities that might be coming in, maybe even for new love. And yeah, so I even have there's opportunities and there's other people in, messages, but you're again sitting in this, kind of just feeling left out in the cold. Like I am definitely getting that, this feeling, Capricorn, of feeling detached from the person you're wanting to speak to. They're not, I feel like you're wanting to communicate, but you're not able to, or you feel like you're not able to, that you're not able to bring this together, and it's making you feel really sad. And you don't know what to do about it yet. I feel like, instead of looking at these other options that are all around you, you're too busy focused on this situation, unfortunately. And we all make our choices, but you might want to take stock and see if you're sitting in this feeling. Why are you sitting in this feeling? If this person has you sitting in this feeling, why is that? Are they willing to work with you? Because it feels like to me that you feel like you're not able to communicate with them to bring this together. You want to, but there's some reason. I mean, you're sitting in this truth of, like I said, I was drawn to this, this crow, that wanting to have some truth around this matter, wanting to shed some light on this, wanting to have communication and bring clarity into this, but you're not getting that clarity that you need, and it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you feeling alone and by yourself, Capricorn. Instead of looking at all these opportunities and choices around you, it's just leaving you confused and feeling alone. So it's always a rough situation when we can be when we're singularly focused like that on someone, because there's someone that we maybe specifically, maybe there's history there and you're not wanting to give up on that situation yet, because it means a lot to you, because there's been a lot of time involved. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons somebody can be almost have blinders on and be singularly focused toward trying to make something work. But if the other person isn't willing to meet you halfway, then you have to make that decision for yourself. Do you want to stay in that energy of feeling left out and alone? Or do you want to maybe turn around and see all these other options and opportunities that are available to you, that might lead you to somewhere that is more happier, that it might bring more happiness for you, than being stuck in a situation that you can't seem to maybe bring truth or find a way to work together in a peaceful manner with somebody, or bring truth to the situation you're trying to bring truth into. Because, both people have to want to work on something to make it work. And if only one person is doing the work, then you're only going to get so far. So I think that's what I have for you, Capricorn. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Aquarius. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to take a deep breath because that actually, I feel very bad for Capricorn right now. I was really feeling this the sadness, almost a defeated energy a little bit. And I'm trying to move past that, get out of that energy. Okay. Now on to Aquarius. Aquarius, how do you feel right now? How do you feel right now? And for Aquarius, I have the 9 of Wands. So got a little bit of a barricade around you, but got this kind of looking out on the horizon for something new, but at the same time, just being a little bit guarded, standing back, holding back a little bit, just being a little bit just defensive. That's what I get right off the bat, Aquarius. So what do we have to clarify with this 9 of Wands for Aquarius? How do they feel? Give me a clarification about this 9 of Wands for Aquarius, please. Okay. I've got the Hierophant, so definitely trying to use your wisdom. Be smart about your 10 of Cups. Holding back a little bit. Wanting to bring justice into the situation. So there's something that you feel needs justice that was around something you felt was your 10 of Cups, and that's probably got you in this a little bit of defensive energy right now, and you're trying to use your inner wisdom, your inner guidance to figure out how, like how to bring justice to the situation, so that you can have your happiness. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come with this. Is there anything else we want to clarify these cards? It's definitely slow, wanting to bring balance. There's been some conflict in this, definitely conflict. You're trying to, there's been conflict, which is probably why you're defensive. I see there's been a Tower moment. I see the conflict. Things have been moving really slow. There's been a little bit of a tug of war between you and this situation. I don't necessarily think this is necessarily a person. I think it's going to be more generic. I'm not being drawn that it's a person. I think it's going to be different for different Aquariuses, whether this is an individual or a situation in your life, Aquarius. But I definitely see that there's been some challenges around it. There's been some conflict, this back and forth, kind of a tug of war, some you put yourself out there a little bit, Aquarius, and it didn't bring you the happiness that you thought it was going to bring you, the situation was going to bring you. And so you are doing some introspection, really thinking about this, being a little guarded about, where to go next, what to do next, because you're wanting that sense of balance. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius, on how you feel right now is definitely feeling like there's a situation that left you feeling a little bit defensive, a little bit more reserved, has got you really contemplating, like taking stock of in how your investment that you made, and how that didn't bring about the happiness that you thought that it was going to bring for you. And I don't see, let me see if I can get any type of movement, or no, you're just going to be, I wanted to see if there was looking like you were going to move in a direction, like if you were going to go somewhere next, go on to a new situation, but you're still thinking about some things. No movement, just thinking about some things, thinking about what brings your happiness about. That introspection, that Hierophant, I think you're using your intuition to try and make better judgments around your happiness. And you're really taking stock and thinking about what that means to you, and wanting to take a moment before you decide which direction to move. I don't see any movement yet toward anything new, or even to fix that situation that you're wanting justice around. So I think that's what I have for Aquarius. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and move on to the last sign, to Pisces, and see how are Pisces feeling right now. I'm still feeling some lingering energy from Capricorn. I'm trying to, or maybe I was picking this up. I've got a Tower for Pisces as their overall card, and I thought I was picking up on Capricorn's residual from Capricorn's energy, but I think that that's definitely Pisces energy that I was picking up on before that card came out, is what I feel like. Because it made me take another breath. I'm feeling some anxiety. I'm feeling anxiety. And if that's you, Pisces, if you're having some anxiety around a situation, I feel for you, because I'm feeling that anxiety, and it's actually quite a bit. Give me another clarifier card on this Tower. Okay, it's definitely, it was something that was very important to you. You know, this is the Star card. It was something that meant a lot to you. But unfortunately, Pisces, I was seeing that there was a closure to this situation, and there was a lot of patience around this. Yeah, I see a lot of patience, and that closure came to the situation. That resulted, I think the closure resulted in a Tower moment for you, or feeling this anxiety that you're feeling, that I'm feeling. There's probably this Tower moment because this is something that was very, very important to you, and it feels like it's ended or closed. It might be just the cycle has closed out. It may not be permanently like out of your life, but there's definitely been an ending around it. There's been changes around the way, you know, this star, this thing that you were wishing for, it's not shaping up the way you wanted to. It's bringing you anxiety, and it's taking patience. And it looks like it's around, and this doesn't surprise me because we just passed through Valentine's Day, and I know this week has had a lot of rough energies. So there may, by this I'm indicating or thinking that it might have been a romantic situation. Maybe this week with Valentine's Day, some things happened in the situation that brought this Tower moment for you, that maybe things didn't play out this week in a way that you hoped. Maybe it brought made you really start kind of examining the situation, and what caused the imbalance, or the, you know, like brought things out of balance. You know, I'm definitely seeing a lot of time around this. Like, I'm seeing a lot of time around your card, Pisces, like patience, this patience, this hourglass, you know, turn it the right way, hourglass. I'm seeing time, you know, even this, like a star can reference time, that it's something that's going to come in time. And this, like, I see this as like examining the situation, that right now, whatever has changed, and I see this death rebirth as something changing around something you wished for, and it's definitely bringing you some anxiety, but I don't see anything really super negative. It's just changing, and maybe that's got you a little confused, maybe something hasn't happened in the time frame that you wanted it to happen around this needing for patience. It's something you've been waiting for something, and it didn't happen in the way that you wanted it to, which is bringing this, you know, these changes because it's not happening the way you want it to happen. So it's bringing this, you know, sense of change, which has got you, bringing you a little bit of anxiety. So I think that's what I have for you right now. I think we've wrapped up all the signs. That was the last sign. And I want to thank you if you watched this video, and I appreciate everyone that took the time to watch this. And I want to let you know, thank you. And if you like this video, even with the cat and wanting to be up in the video with his tail in the video, the whole thing, or a good portion of it, wanting to make an appearance like he is now, thank you very much, and hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you again. Joy, love, and light. Have a good day.